first UFC?
That was my second, technically. I went to UFC 102 with Randy Couture, but I was like 13 or something like that. It was fun. It's so much fun. I loved it. But it's the sound of them hitting is so intense. Like up in the like there was a spinning back fist at one point that almost dropped a guy, and you could hear it. Like, and we're up in like the 100 section, like up in the sand. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And then it was nice. Ricky Simone. He's from Vancouver, Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh really? That's
awesome. I was there when he's like the first time he stepped into an MMA gym.
That's so cool.
Walked in.
Yeah.
And then I had to wrestle him. And I was like, I don't like this guy.
No. And he was a big underdog, and he got a one punch KO, which he's not really known for, if I'm not mistaken. But it's pretty cool.
I mean, he has a couple knockouts.
I wonder if that one guy from Domino's, Daniel.
Yes.
I wonder if he ever followed him.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Might have. At that point, I think Ricky might have actually like already taken him. I don't know. Okay, let's start. I'm gonna call Eric. You can get on.
I'm trembling over.
All right, let's do this. So we are going to do this side first, which is going to be round 2 with, I believe it's been a while. Apologies.
Oh, jeez.
Yin.
It's us two for sure. We were together.
Yeah.
Yes.
With
Yin.
I think swap one. Auto Dill Poke.
Yes.
So as you guys are standing in there, a bunch of walls will begin to erect. And the Killmeister... Oh, I guess a little background. You guys are in the Games of Blood and Wine. You've been tricked by everyone that you came to take a deal with. And now you are in the midst of beginning of the second round of the Games of Blood and Wine at the town of Cobblecopper. And the Killmeister, who's kind of like the game's host, is now introducing said second round. And he's again, this is him. He will fly over and he will say, round 2. And it is the monster of the week. And everyone's like, a couple people go over to those posts and start slamming their heads against it, taking their blood off and just throwing it towards the Killmeister. And he just opens his fat arms. And then 2 undead Denarts walk on stage up near him. And he says, and I turn it over to the famed Sturf Brothers. And one of the guys is like, we would first like to thank the crowd for offering so many folds so that we can keep our creations going. The person foolish enough to accept an offer from us on the job board during this week, well, we took them and we are going to be using them in this week's monster. And everyone claps again, and he points over to the section where you 2 are, and you guys can put yourselves on the map, and Auto Dill Poke is there as well, wherever you want to. What are these lines? I need to draw them. Those are the walls, but they're not done. Just 1 second. Additionally, I will say, I think Yin and Thane had another guy helping them during the Porcupine debacle. I'm just going to say that's now orange. So.
Fine.
Yep. Oh. Did everything in there get cut?
No.
Okay, that's just I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, no.
Wait, did you already grab him? Sorry?
He did, yeah.
Well, I just
Trying to be a good guy.
I just ripped it for absolutely nothing.
After the good stuff, please. Now we know where Chef is.
Yeah.
Okay, and so one of the Denards says, so this week's creation was, oh, sorry, he didn't talk like that. He says, this week's creation, I had gotten a gentleman, and I had only had him feast on his own kind. A bit of cannibalism, if you will. He lost his body to the rot, and then I began my augmentations. I'll save you the boring details, but I fixed copper wings to him. He flies now. I call him... You both got that reference? Okay, thank you. Eric's not here to laugh at that one, but that's okay. They find out. I call him the Trouble Man, and everyone just starts booing. The Trouble Man. Okay, okay. Reload to the beastly wastelander who thinks he can. The Killmeister says, "Well, what is the challenge for round 2 for these gentlemen?" And he says, "Simple, really. So you get the key, and you bring it to the lock. And you two will see that water has risen about 15 feet down. Right here, there's a key, and right here, there's a lock. These walls are 25 feet high. And come flying in is this abomination that he said he has created, this quote-unquote Cobble Man.
Where are the journals?
What are what?
The journals.
Fine, I won't take notes.
Alright, you called mine or not? And this is the creature that comes. I'll say Otto's probably with you. And Otto just kind of turns and he says, "What's the plan here, folks?"
He gets the key. We distract the Cobble Man.
Where's the key? Is it down here?
It's down here.
That's the lock over there.
Oh, okay.
And you can swim.
I can swim.
Fair enough. Fine by me.
For cats with water.
Nope.
And everyone will enter into initiative, and as soon as it messes it up a little not having Eric here, but it's not here. Right. Everyone, including you guys, will roll initiative. And Eric will get last. +20.
21. Yeah.
Thank you, Unity.
Unity. Yes, that's what it's short for.
Yeah, I could tell. I'm versed in the cat naming convention, don't worry.
Reminds me of your brother naming the tree on our hiking. He's,
Oh,
yeah, he was like, "This is Edwood Timotry."
15 to 20?
15.
17.
You're 17.
Shit. Not quite. Shit.
Who got a lot there?
10, 15?
11.
What do you get? Okay. I'm going to do this. I guess with Gabi here. Oh, no. No, I'm more important. Okay, Yin. You're not doing anything. We're skipping everyone other than State Yang and Cobbman. Which means Cobbman's first.
Did you roll in the guy?
Otto Dilbert?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got an 11. And you got a...
11.
Okay, so he'll go... You want
You
to...
go before me.
No, put him after you. There's more space after you. Or you can
More.
just...
Okay.
There you go.
Please spell it. You got it now.
Yep, perfect. Now do the last name.
Monopia.
It will fly... Dash. 30 feet up. No, you know what he's gonna do? Go there, and then go 15 feet down. So he's behind the wall. And end his turn. Now it is Yang.
I would like to climb up the wall.
Skate, you were first.
Time go. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
10,
15, 20, 30, 35. I'm gonna dash.
Feet in the water, baby. No half movement, right? Because you're a filthy,
Yeah.
not feared, blue skin
Can I grab the key from this space, or do I have to be on this space?
You have to be on the space.
15, okay, I'm gonna grab the key.
Stop. As soon as you get there, the other you have to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
And because you're Denard, I will say you're not going to do this with disadvantage.
Yikes. 10.
Pretty sure that fails.
I imagine. But I do have evasion if that matters.
Probably will, but
Depends on if I take half damage.
if you're surprised, you get evasion.
It just says when you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw and only.
Yeah, I got you. That's probably good. How's everyone doing health wise?
I'm about half HP.
Well,
Less than half.
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm checking an exact.
Lord.
It's not good.
Well, you guys can. 11.
Guess can.
It would be 17. So you would half it to 8.
Half 8.
On a fail.
What happened? Why did you make it?
And you're pushed 15 feet away, knocked technically prone. And you will see this creature. And then the dwarf said, "Oh, did I forget to mention my other machination I put down there?" And he was like hiding underneath the sand. The Murkob. That used its breath weapon on you. Great. Ending.
You.
Oh, so that he's gonna attack. He had his action ready, but he's gonna attack on the Cobbleman's turn. Now it is continued to your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'd like to climb the wall.
Climbing the wall? You have climbing speed?
Yep.
Okay. Great.
It's 25 feet up.
Yep.
Okay, I'll hold my action until the bird flies back up.
How high do you fly? All the way 25?
I'll go climb all the way to the top, yeah.
You have do you have climbing speed equal to your walking speed? Okay. I did not know that. That's cool.
I'm a cat.
Yeah, I thought it would be 15 feet of climbing speed though.
It says
Wow, nice.
equal to your.
That's impressive. Okay. Alright. So
And then I'll hold my action until he gets within range.
and attacking with what?
Is it the bastard sword? I think that's what
Okay. I'm trying to see if you need both hands to climb. You need both hands to free climb, but you may cling to a wall with one hand. You cast both other action cards on the one hand while climbing.
Can I not stand up on the top of the wall?
Oh, okay, you could do that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Great.
So it's playing.
Sweet. Okay, I thought you were like gonna hide it and wait for him to come up.
Can we see in here, or is there like a wall?
There's a wall.
Okay, you can't see in there.
I will allow you guys to maybe take a turn or two. Eric said he's gonna be here in 10 minutes, so. Okay, awesome. Now it is Otto's turn, and he's gonna go. Dash to there, and end his turn. And now it is Thane, then Yin. Do you want to do anything? Yin?
Yeah.
Give you a turn or two? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Go now.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
now. Okay. Okay. I thought you said Thane and then yeah. So I was like, wait. I actually want to use a key point and heal myself here.
Okay.
Don't need a d20 to do that. What am I doing? Martial arts die. Nice. 9 plus wisdom nod.
Well,
Right.
yes. Okay. The Cobbleman will fly up to you and trigger your attack.
Yes. Did I get a full round of action?
You get one attack.
Yeah.
I don't believe you can ready a full round of multi-attack and everything.
Okay.
On the board.
I will swing him then.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the case.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12? No.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Welcome to the little world. Great. And then he will bite. 14.
Miss.
Okay.
Repose.
Okay. Does that take your reaction?
Yeah.
You don't have your reaction because you use it.
When you're ready in action.
Yeah.
Got it.
Great. Then he'll go. And then down 10 feet there. And his turn. So he's 15 feet in the air. Griffin.
Okay.
And now it is Yang's turn. Or Skate's turn.
I'm gonna go back for the key. 10, 15.
Okay. Oh, I should put the other guy on the map.
Okay, the other guy.
Oh, yeah. He gets to go as well. I'll do him. So you're back 15 feet. And he will swim up and use his bite. Thank you. 11 to hit. Yep. That'll miss, and he'll end his turn there. Now it is your turn.
Okay. So,
No.
5, 10, 15, bonus action, disengage.
You could grab it from 5 feet away.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll grab it from here then.
Okay.
Not do that. Do I have to any dex saves or anything? Okay, I'll grab the key. 15. 30 total. So I have 30 swim speed and 35.
You have 5 remaining.
So I have 5 remaining. Take one more step and dash.
Okay.
5.
As a main action?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Otto's just to say, we got a long way to go, boys.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Now on my turns.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, your turn.
How far is this? What, 10
10
feet?
feet away?
Let's jump.
That way?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Yeah!
Okay.
Oh, that's a 3.
Give me deck save. You see 14, or I add this extra d6 for 25.
That's 14.
Jujutsu. 8 fall damage.
Oh, no.
You're on this side. Prone.
We're cats. We always land on our feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Dang it, that's worth a shot.
That would be a fun race feat.
Right?
Yeah. Can't be prone from falling.
It would make sense too.
Still your turn, Yang.
I tried, brother.
Can I stand up?
Yeah. Tapping and movement.
I
Say,
still have
say 15 to jump.
Okay, I can't move.
Good. And anything else?
Oh, no.
Pull yourself up. The crowd. Oh,
It's it.
Otto's gonna go.
I do.
And then he'll say, don't mean to be racist, but damn fella, toss the pea. And you still have your reaction. I believe you do. I'll allow you to throw it over if you want.
I'll toss it.
Okay. Great. He'll make a sleight of hand check, Maggot. He does. And he'll dash. Right there. And Thane, Yin, Taran, do you want to do anything? Yin? Okay. This guy will go. Actually. This guy did not recharge his breath weapon, so he's done. But this guy will go up to you. I want to see. Did he recharge his? No.
You never used this.
And he'll bite on Yang. And that is a 21.
Yeah. I hate it. Look at the bite.
5 piercing.
Piercing?
Yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw. And you'll take an additional 6 poison.
Oh my God. 12 on the con save.
Yeah.
How much poison?
6. Did you fail your con save?
Yeah.
Okay. You are poisoned.
Poison.
Not the actual poison condition, but you're going to take 2d8 poison damage each turn, and you get to remake a save at the end of your turn. And you can say you can do an action to remake it again if you wish at the beginning, as part of your turn. Great. Now it is Skate.
If I don't have a climb speed, am I still able to climb the wall?
Not this wall. No, I mean you could try, but it would take a. I'll say every 20 feet will be 5 feet because it's pretty much a straight wall.
Okay. Every 20 feet is 5 feet.
Yeah. And
And
25-foot wall.
25-foot walls. So I'll just go around. Same. And then dash. There we go. I'll end my turn.
Dash is a bonus action or main action?
Oh shoot! I was thinking I could
Yeah.
dash 3 times. I couldn't remember why.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah. Or yeah, move.
Yeah, you move 3 times. Okay, great. And now it is Yang. Oh, and this thing will actually take off.
I swing.
20 up, it has flyby.
Of course it does.
Yeah, it does. Look at this. Okay, your turn.
Right. And wait, if I use feline agility, does that mean I can go 120 feet?
I believe so. If you dash and then use
If I
agility.
Oh,
You'd be foregoing using your main action to attempt an additional check to stop the poison. So there's an option I'm giving you.
I will use my main action to do that right now.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
17.
17?
Yeah.
You have a +5 con?
Yeah.
You will succeed, and it will end.
So I might have just saved my life.
Yeah. Okay, stop your movement, though, if you want.
I'll wait till he... Is he 25 feet up?
Yes.
Okay, so he can't operate.
Correct,
enemies?
correct.
Yes, okay.
Okay, no. Okay, great.
I make the rings.
He forgot that I'm just gonna cheat. Okay, wonderful. Otto will go 5, hand you the key. And he goes, you're fast! 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll kind of like do a spin, plank his knee in the ground, take out both bows, and just ready to shot for if and when the Cobble Man flies over. Great. And then over on the other side, I'll do this now. The Killmeister says to the other Janard, and what do you have in store for Monster of the Legal? And he says, everyone here knows Lardo, right? We're like, and he goes, well, Lardo's favorite butterfly passed a couple days ago, and he has recently informed me that he does not wish to live any longer. And the crowd goes, oh. He goes, and he asked me if he could die here, in front of you filthy bastards. And they're like, it's the very same crowd that became his family. Isn't that nice? No special heads for Lardo. They all just line up. And he goes, Famously, Lardo could get stabbed in the belly endlessly. It's a sort of party trick. Well, I used a trick of necromancy to take a concentrated essence of his life and place it somewhere in his stomach, so he could go out doing what he loved to do most: get stabbed in the gut. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, but if you think Lardo's not going to try to tear these fuckers apart, then you out of your bastard minds. So give it up and show some blood one more time for Lardo's last day in the bastard lands. And it's like, this massive hulking figure will walk out
Boy.
right here. And his whole frame is like jittering and jutting. There's like 3 of them all around, just dancing. And he's just, he just kind of stumbles in. And Griffin, will you put Lardo in where I did the empty space there?
Lardo?
Yeah. And then Eric, I'm throwing you right into the thick of the fire. It is your turn. You guys had a Telosian with you, but it is now going to be Torrance.
Tarn's here.
Yeah.
You know huh? His name's Tarn?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And the compliment is not the real compliment, by the way.
Okay. Where is the fake column man?
Right over there. And he looks like this. This is Monster of the Week. So that's him.
Okay.
But this is Lardo. This is what you got to deal with right now. It is your turn. Lardo is entered.
Anything with that?
Runes in each corner have popped up.
What are those?
They're just runes, big old runes.
Do you know what they do?
Nope. Let's go find out.
I want to go.
Death saving throw. No, you can give me a Arcana check if you want as a bonus action.
What is it action? 11.
11. All you'll know is that they're heavy in scatter magic.
Okay.
You named that one. Remember?
I did.
And then never touch magic again.
No. Got to pick the magic rune and then.
Yeah.
What's the action? Is it completely separate?
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Oh, actually, I'm a Lardo. It's fine now. There's technically a box right here.
Box. How big?
It was way bigger than this. But I'm doing this now. So. They changed sizes later. We'll see.
I'll turn and just cast Magic Missile and Lardo.
Okay. And as you cast it, you can roll damage.
10 force damage.
Okay. You will find out that the ball of essence is inside of his tummy somewhere. And though he can be killed with actual straight up damage, he sure has a lot of health. You will know that there is a 2-hit, like a number, an actual number on the dice face that you need to roll in order to kill him. So it's a bit more luck based than it is skill based. There's a number before modifiers and a number after modifiers that you need to roll.
Like, on a single dice?
Yes, on a d20 2-hit dice. You will. So when you attack Lardo, you will tell me exactly what you rolled in terms of like I rolled this, and with mods it's this. I need to know both numbers because you might get lucky and kill him. Yep.
Okay.
Right, and you literally just did the one spell that
Yeah.
you automatically deal damage.
Okay.
But you have dealt damage. And he goes right there. And ending your turn thing.
I'm gonna get away from that. It's I'll have my turn number.
Okay, actually, he has what does it do? I'm forgetting the name of this. I always forget the name of this spell. The one where mirror image. That's it. His mirror image up, which each time creature targets you with an attack during the spell's duration, roll d20.
No, there's that.
No.
Magic missile. Yeah, magic missile is not.
Right. Again.
You're wet, stars. You're wet dogs.
Wet dog.
I'm going to move here. And I'm spending my keyboards. So I'm gonna have to heal myself. Want this fight. That was terrible.
Minimum.
Yep.
Ones.
Health. Yeah, that'll be it for my turn for now.
Okay. The Humble Man will fly over. 5, 10, 15, and then 2 shots will ring out. Oh, Scaife goes first. No, he doesn't. Oh, I keep doing that. And both will hit. Lodge into the side of this creature, who does kind of. And then ducks down, and I don't think he hasn't used his breath weapon, so he'll stay 10 feet above you, and you, Scaife needs to give me a dexterity saving throw. Probably should do this to you. I should probably just attack you straight up. Come on. Yeah, so you're gonna take no damage. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not doing that again.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'm low enough as it is.
Then he will move the additional movement. No, he doesn't have it. 40, 5, 10, 15. 15 more down, which is 30, 35. He does have that flying. So he'll move right into your space, end his turn. Okay. Now it is Taran.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh, what type of damage did the water guy do with his breath weapon?
Cold.
Immune.
Okay. Do you want to add that back? Was it
I just read the immunity on my thing and thought water. I was like,
good catch?
okay. It was 8, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Pull out my longbow and take a shot at Lardo.
Great. Go ahead.
Middle belly. I rolled a 15.
Okay.
And that would take me to a 23.
Okay. No and no. But you can go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. I'd also like to.
Oh, he is going to hold on. He let's roll a d20 and see if it hits a duplicate. And it does hit a duplicate. So you do not deal damage.
Okay.
Now there's 2 duplicates remaining.
Did you want to move?
I did already. Alright. Going. Yeah, sure.
Ending your turn?
Yeah.
Save.
I am going to disengage as a bonus action. 20, take that at 35, and then dash is my action. 30.
Great. Ending your turn?
Yep.
Five, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're in this spot thing. 30. Like +5 to each. Damn. 2 slam attacks on Thane. Let's see. 19 to hit.
I'll hit.
Okay.
Actually got touched. I feel like he gets touched.
He's taking damage for the first time on his game.
Bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
He's like, and I go unconscious. And then missed on his second attack. But you must give me a strength saving throw or be pinned by his squat.
He's sitting on you.
Oh, he's sitting on you. 8? Yeah, he's gonna sit on your ass.
Okay.
And you're grappled and restrained. As an action, you can attempt to escape. Great. Yang, your turn.
I'm gonna main action dash and 2-line agility, so I have 120 movement.
Okay.
Climb up the wall. Climb down the wall.
Okay. Total of 50 there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 110, 105, 110, 15, 20.
Sick.
Done.
So ridiculous.
Now if you want that again, you can't move.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a Colton cat. Auto Dillpoke's gonna take 2 more shots at this thing. A miss and a miss. Just sailing bolts that fly over the Thane and Yin's battlefield, striking a few people in the crowd. Crowd loves it though. Next is Thane.
I'm gonna cast Stun Wave to get him off of me.
Okay, that's a con save.
Yes.
9.
Fail. It's gonna be pushed 10 feet.
Okay.
Which directions?
Away.
Is the way up?
This could be a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Just back down onto it.
Yeah, there you can run.
21.
Alright, you'll take no damage. You just kind of like put you have a shield? What do you have?
I gotta go.
Get a bow. Brace yourself with the bow. Awesome. And then that deals damage, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a sorcery point. I roll snake eyes, so I would reroll.
Okay.
It's gonna be 5 thunder damage.
Okay. He right there. Right in front of you. As soon as you get up. Oh.
And then as my bonus action, I would want to levitate 10 feet. Then could I have made that prone or stood myself up with that?
Sure.
Okay.
Levitate yourself, then.
Here.
My God. Great.
In my turn.
Okay. Yin.
Can I check to see if there's any way to destroy these runes so that he can't teleport to them? Or are they like...
They are in the dirt, so you could. I say you could spend an action disrupting them if you'd want to.
Can I
do that? Yeah.
Alright, I'm
Awesome.
gonna move up.
4 lightning damage to him as well.
Move up to that one and try and do it to that one so that he hopefully can't.
I would say that's an action. You just kind of like rummage through the dust and it's gone. So you can destroy it.
And then with the rest of mine, let's see. Actually, did I move at all?
5 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
45, right?
Yes, I do. 40, 45, and I will stand next
45
to
minutes?
this.
Monk?
Yep.
Monk free. Okay, awesome. Since you have multi-attack, I'll say you can do this one as well if you want as like an attack action. You just want to attack over there, go over here.
Okay,
use this
so that's
thing.
my second attack
Yeah,
action.
destroying that?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Down this guy's mobility, hopefully.
Sweet. And now it will be the couple man. 5, 10. Oh, I'm gonna. First, I gotta see if he gets his thing back. If he does, that'll be a good time. Oh, yeah. He's gonna go here, here, and use his breath weapon, which will get both of you. So both make a dex save. I know I said I wouldn't do that again, Griffin, but
That's okay. 34.
But I'm next to you.
yeah. But two birds, one stone. Never know if you're gonna
15.
15. You'll succeed, so you'll take half. You'll take none. It's 6, so you'll take half of that to 3.
I will take half of that.
Yeah, 3.
What is it?
Ending his turn within 5 feet of you. Now it is Taran and Skate.
It's so low. From the last time you played,
But you know, damage.
I decided to throw
Heads up after a little bit.
bugs that were immune to acid in the acid.
Sure, you had already succeeded on the mission.
Yeah.
I forgot I should.
I'm not that bright of a cat.
I'm going to.
Already shook by the crowd.
Yes. So I'm going to
Okay.
start pumping arrows at him.
Pop it off.
Or you're shooting arrows.
Shooting arrows at him. So 15, 7, and then a 15.
15 and 23.
No, I rolled a 7 plus.
Gotcha. Okay, no and no.
On the first one. I'll shoot at him again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, 15 will hit, but it's not going to kill him, so you can deal damage.
Does it hit a tall thing?
What's that?
He has mirror image up still, right?
He will take damage.
Yeah, but he has mirror image up.
Yes. So yeah, right. I thought you said he's immune to it, right? Okay. What? Okay, you'll hit him. He did not roll above.
And then the other one, I rolled a 5, and it becomes a 13.
Okay, that's that will miss. Actually miss.
Okay.
Right. Deal damage there. That's
And
right.
I
One
should
and
also mark him as my favorite foe.
okay. After the first hit, you'll miss on the second because he disappears that second. Right there.
And it's 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
So it looked like when he bounces back and forth.
He just kind of disappears, but when he comes to the next form, his tummy just. Okay. Next up is. Oh, you done?
Just, I'll use my bonus action for Slayer's Breath as well to mark him with that.
Okay. What's that do?
When I should have done this first, but when I hit damage, it deals an extra d6.
Okay. Gotcha. Now it is Scathe.
I'm not going to disengage. I'm just going to go.
Bite attack.
5 dash.
14 to hit.
Nope. 5 and then dash in action. 30, 35.
And
Only you
Phil
were-
Marcy's gonna say, oh, by the way, that block, it's like 15 feet up on office. And he says, you better know you corner there, they're starting to get pretty close. Talking to the other group that's trying to get Lardo. Great. Now it is Lardo's turn. Oh, he fixed that. Let's go. And then it looks like the rune tries to activate to send him over there, and it doesn't work. And he goes on the ground as it deals a certain amount of damage to him, and then damage was dealt to him, so he has to teleport again, and it doesn't work. So then more damage was dealt to him, and then try to teleport again, and it doesn't work.
You broke him.
Okay. Again, after he's just kind of writhing on the ground, he'll show here.
Do I notice any of that?
Yeah,
Right.
you can see that.
Okay.
And the crowd's like, booing you. And the Killmaster's gonna say, it's just not right.
You're right. I'm black.
And he'll take a good deal of damage. And it will be now it will be Yang's turn, then Otto, then Thane.
5, 10, 15. I'm gonna attack my whole little heart out. I'm gonna fainting attack, so
We'll get you out of here. Don't do that. He's got a little little patch, and looks like he's gonna corner.
No, it's not. Put the roof down.
No, he's not.
I don't have anything to say about it.
And he literally looks at you and goes, "Guys, I just work here. Please, I just work here."
I'm just gonna shake my head.
16 to hit.
16 to hit will hit.
Okay. D8 plus 5. 13 magical slashing
Okay.
plus 2.
Okay.
So 15.
Gotcha.
Second attack.
And what type of damage is this?
Magical slashing.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
And 7 more magical slashing.
Okay.
Axe Surge.
Okay.
First attack. Would I be able to use another superior die?
I think we
Since
looked
on
this up, and I
action
think you can
surge?
only do it once per. Was it per turn? I thought it was per turn.
Probably.
Maybe it was
Sounds-
just per attack.
It might be per attack.
When you hit a creature with a weapon, you can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to drive the target. You can add the superiority. I think if it's a separate attack, I don't think there would be an issue. Does anyone know that rule off the top of their head?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it was every attack.
Every attack.
Yeah. So if you're
Each
doing,
attack.
yeah, go for
I
it.
get it.
'Cause I think we had an issue. The last issue we had last session was you trying to do it on the exact same attack
Yes,
twice.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay. 15.
That'll hit.
Nine magical slashing.
Okay.
Plus 4, so 12.
Okay.
Magical slashing. Second attack. 21.
Oh, chill. That'll hit.
And 13 more damage.
That'll kill him.
Fuck out of here.
How you do this?
I'm just pissed that he kept running from me.
Yeah.
I'm just pushing his fuck. I'm cutting his wings off.
Fall to the ground, kind of flickering, and then they kind of settle.
And then I'm grabbing them.
Done. And now it is Otto, who's just gonna kind of run around the corner, following you guys. Thane, you're up. Yeah,
How much movement speed?
30.
Casting Chill Touch.
Okay.
Touch him.
And then as Otto turns around the corner, he'll go, "You got him, partner."
11 on the dice.
Destroy him.
19 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit. No kill. No lucky kill.
Like me when I killed Austin's character.
Yeah.
4 necrotic damage, and he cannot regain hit points.
Okay. Now, anything else? Okay, Yin. Are you still flying? No, you running?
I don't fly.
Okay,
I
hover.
levitate.
Levitate.
40.
Or if you missed it, they fly now, joke.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
I would like to try and steal his bag with his tools.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be. You can use. We'll do it like a grappling contest. So you have to use athletics,
Perfect.
and he can use athletics or acrobatics. So he rolls with a +1. It's an 11. That's close.
7.
7. Okay. Oh, I have a family.
It's a cool story.
Okay.
Can I just use my second attack to try again? Is it okay with you, or?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
14.
5.
Oh dang, bro.
That sucks.
He's just kind of like he's just moving it around his body. Like, okay.
I'm sure they're gonna make you're gonna give me that back.
Yeah, please, dude. They'll execute me.
I'll execute you. You're about to be executed.
I'm real cool here. Okay. Ending your turn, Yen?
Yes.
He's like, go get Lardo, dude. He wants to die. Please don't. Please don't.
Attack of opportunity. That'll be a 14. No, 6 magical slashing.
So, give a karate chop to the back of the neck, and then his spine kind of pops out. Or did you want to do something else?
No, I was gonna say not lethal. Just want to knock him out.
Home strike to the back.
Absolute chop to his neck as he runs by.
Cuts down. Okay, he probably should have gone Lardo's turn, but it's fine. The gate will open. And there are 4 more.
Shit. 4 more. I can do this. I can do this all day, boys.
There's 4 more chalk boys, yeah. 4 more chalk boys.
You get like right here.
Okay, they will move.
Do I still have attack of opportunity?
No.
Damn it.
That's good to know.
This is a ranger's best friend right here. Commoners.
They're just like... Okay, great. Yeah, Tarin, the combo man is dead. Tarin, your turn.
Yeah.
Escape.
Stay focused on Lardo.
Great.
So shoot 2 more arrows at the guy. Say I rolled a 14. Let's say 22.
No.
Okay. Rolled a 16.
No.
That is a 24.
24? No. They'll both deal damage, though.
Wait, does he still have a mirror image?
Yeah, you're right. What is the first one? Good. Second one? You'll hit on the second one. You have 1 mirror image up still.
So 16%.
And ending your turn?
No. Back okay.
Scathe.
Your turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. Dash bonus. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I have to start climbing the wall, so I'll dash again with my action.
Okay. 15 feet up. That'll cost 30.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
roll 5 left.
Okay. You have 5 left.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Sweet. As soon as you do that, all of the walls drop.
Look for your answer.
Okay. Sweet. All the walls drop. I won't really get rid of all of them now. And a door opens here. All the walls are down now.
Okay. What about the wall I'm on?
Yeah, that lowers slowly. You'll stay
And I will move my remaining 5 feet.
Great. And the Killmeister says, well, they passed round 2. Please make your way to the podium of success. And now it is Lardo.
Go.
Lardo, no!
Yes, Lardo.
The guy just gets smushed into the dirt.
Oh, shit.
Did.
It's just viscera.
And then it, I just turned there. And he goes, hi. Crying as he runs over. Great. Next is Yang.
5, 10, 15, plus
As you enter, there's just pretty much stairs leading up to a center podium. You're gonna climb the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, like the books.
Can I see this?
Two's happening over there. Yang, and then Otto, who will follow you in there. Thane, you're up. You know what? Yeah, next turn, Otto might take a shot at Lardo.
35. I'll just dash all my way up.
Great. You go up there as well?
Yeah.
Crowd?
Yeah.
Okay. And now it is Yin,
I think it was.
Thane.
I thought, yeah, it was Thane.
She'll touch again.
Okay.
2.
That'll miss.
What's it?
It's an 11.
Still also no. What's that? I don't even look at the time. It's been hours. Over 2 hours.
Okay, then I'll step.
Okay.
In my turn.
Great. Now it is Yin. Okay, I think you.
I kind of circumvented
there.
this one. Like,
No, that's
it's fine.
within 5 feet.
Okay, that's fine.
He's slamming.
Wow.
Miss.
Missed.
I'm going to destroy this room.
Rude. Okay. And ending your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't have
Karen.
speed.
Then Skaith again.
Yeah, I'll just keep shooting her.
Okay.
Blasting.
Fast, I'm starting black.
We get 10.
No.
18.
No. You're rolling a bunch of different numbers, though. That's good.
I think I know what the number
No.
It's a 10.
No.
It's 18.
Yeah, and let me roll for mirror image. And he will use his final mirror image, not to take any damage. Great. Anything else?
Backup.
Skaith, your turn.
I'm going to stow my swords.
Okay.
And pull out my bow.
Great.
That is all.
Awesome. Lardo.
Dash.
No, go away.
Cool, you can get there 30. He'll go right there. And with his dash, ending his turn. And he goes, stop taking away. Yang.
I can't. I'll just. How does Yin look?
Yin looks about half health. He's not yet bloodied.
Okay. I will wait then.
That's sleepyhead.
He's just sitting there, twiddling his thumbs.
Okay.
I'll just sit there and lick my wounds, I guess.
Okay, great. Literally.
That left.
Okay. That's fun. It's a cat joke. We haven't had that one yet. Good one. Get a new one each week. Otto will take 2 shots at Lardo. You guys are rolling around it the whole time, so I will now tell you it is 17 and 26. I wanted to say that because I'm probably just going to immediately roll it. And he rolls with a +5. 2 shots, that's cock.
You get a 17 and a 26?
17 no mods, 26 with mods.
So your mod has to be whatever that is.
No, so you could have
One or the other.
a 7 and roll 19, and that would kill him. Well, you can deal damage. Oh, nice. And then
Now we're
there
gonna
we
start
go.
tweaking.
Oh, got lucky.
Oh, damn.
And then. Boom. That's a sketch. Great. And that's fine.
Just gonna look at him.
Just stop right there. He's going, bro, I'm not, I promise. Okay. Yang?
Yang?
Thane, right?
Not my turn.
Thane.
She'll touch him again.
Okay.
Touch him. Okay. Chilling touch.
12 to hit.
No, 12 will miss.
Right.
Yen.
Karate chop. No needle.
I'll leave the karate chop.
That was
Very cool.
Too bad I wasted it on a commoner. So karate chop, he's done.
He immediately starts snoring before he hits the ground.
5, 10, 15, 25. It's 30. I'm going to second attack on Lardo here.
Okay.
Give me the 19, baby. I have +7. Damn it. 11.
11 will miss. And in your turn, you're going to do Fury of Bros.
Yeah, I'll spend a key point for Flurry. Why not?
Great. That 8?
So roll again.
Yeah. You get 2 more, I believe. You get your main 2 and then 2 more. These just don't have damage mods.
15.
That'll hit.
Do you want me to roll for both or do damage now?
I don't care. Do damage now is the better way to do it.
You said no mods?
Yeah.
So 3 magical souls.
Oh, yeah, you do need to do it now. Because, it's the one he doesn't have. He'll take some damage. And then, okay, then he'll just. How much do you deal?
3 magical slashing. Since I spent Flurry of Blows, can I use my second Flurry?
You can also
destroy
just.
this?
Yeah, you could. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Great.
That way I don't just
Yeah,
waste my
waste
key
it.
point for nothing.
Yeah. And you technically could have, if you wish to, you can not use your second one, and that doesn't cost Fury of Blows because you get your bonus action for free.
Oh,
So if
yeah.
you want to save it, you can
Nah,
save it.
it's fine.
Okay, right on. Taran and Skate.
Just being a menace.
Yeah.
Good one.
Here. It's a 17, well, it's a 9. Plus
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll hit it.
second one. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Do damage.
$20. 27%.
Whoa! Non-magical?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Next up is. Oh, you done? We'll move?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see Brew.
Skate, your turn?
For the middle.
How much food
It's
we
like it's 30. We'll go like just towards 30.
I am going to.
And the film master says, if you turn, pointing to you two, can you beat him? I'll give you their winnings.
New Lordo.
Okay.
My bow. 19 basic roll. 27.
Oh, too high. Good. That won't hit and deal damage. And then he'll
11 piercing, non-magicals.
11 piercing, non-magical. But then he'll take a round of his jitter magic, and then appear right where he's at. And then he'll be stationed there. Great. And next is Lardo himself. Lardo, no! Lardo smash.
Kill the people trying to help you, Lardo. Good job.
Dash.
Oh, no. What is he doing?
No. Does he see me in the
Yeah.
You did it.
He didn't even see it. I did finally.
Uh-huh.
And he's got one more something like that. Slam! Yeah, that'll hit. 20 feet to hit. Yeah. You'll take 12 bludgeoning damage and be trapped again. Ending his turn. Yang.
I can't do it.
Otto will take 2 shots.
All range. Strictly, man.
Needs a 17 or a 19. No and no. And it did deal damage. Put him back over there. He's off of you now. We'll take a certain amount of psychic jitter damage. Okay. And now it is Thane. Your turn. What's over here?
Run up there, do my draconic cry.
I got some of that.
Gain all attacks have advantage.
Nice, that's big.
And then I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna go like, right.
You don't see you. Now it is Yin. Advantage on all attacks against Larder.
I'm gonna dash. 5, 25, 40, 44, 50, 55, 60, 64, 70, 35, 80, 85, 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I'll do it.
And advantage.
Who's Leighton?
Raven, that was
30, 20, 13, 4 months.
yeah.
That'll be 6 magical slashing. Second attack. Still with advantage.
Problem solved. He'll stay there with no jitter damage.
Oh, there it is.
17 before, 24
Great.
after.
So, and his life essence is in his stomach. So is it like fingers? Finger
Oh
blast?
no, my whole hands are done.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds boss.
Yeah.
Right.
All on the
I'm
finger.
just gonna put both hands in there and just kind of start.
And then you just
Right.
feel something. Your hand just gets cold as it passes through something. And Lardo just goes,
Grab it, pull it out,
terrified.
hold it up.
Yes. And he will just kind of like slump down. And then a door will open for you. Here.
I'd like to just wipe blood across my mask. Nice.
It's got a little
Mouth. Brownie face.
Hell yeah. Okay, we will exit initiative. And are you guys also going to enter the middle arena? Okay, as the door appears, and the Killmeister goes, well done, everyone! You have entered the final arena, where, I will say, we have an opportunity, should the fighters want, for a royal finish. At the final deathmatch, worth 60 folds to the winner. Should you choose to accept. Deathmatch! 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 Otto just puts away his little wrist arrows, but then just has his fingers like ready. We don't have to do this, folks. Sounds like we got way out of this. I put my bow back.
See it.
You guys are all starting to stow your weapons.
Yeah.
Anyone want to take up the offer of the Killmeister on his final death match?
So we'd have to all kill each other.
But yeah, that's what he said.
It'd be a battle royale to the death.
Yeah, you guys want to all just kill yourself? No? Okay. And the game will end. Then he goes, well, no royal finish tonight. Everyone's boo. And he goes, maybe this will change your mind. Good luck trying to purchase anything in town. These are your vendors.
Good thing we already bought a ship.
Okay. Killmeister will then say, "Well, now it is time to then hand out awards."
Oh, I
He goes,
forgot they did.
"And for best trick, because of course everyone tricked you into coming here, and they're all standing up in the balconies. It'll be Leslie tricked you in the ghost herder one, I believe, right?
No, PJ.
Oh yeah, you're
I
PJ.
returned
Yeah,
PJ.
that's right. Yes, you
and
returned
she-
PJ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Told me to
yeah,
go
sorry.
heal her dog.
You were the ghost herder. That's correct.
It's a no pay job. Yeah.
Yes. Which was, but yeah. But that was actually your trick was that was that. Your trick was actually was it Bale and Kathy though, right? Or behind it. And Thane Felix is the Axling Hunter who tricked you here, and then Jared was Miss Mistress, the dating, setting you up on a date.
Sorry, I got chopped off.
And best trick goes to Miss Mistress. And everyone's like, yeah. She takes a bow. Okay. And then he says,
Nine. So that's
and most unscathed goes to. And they point to again. And coolest kill for the kill on the fail goes to State. Oh yeah, no bell. Yeah, it was head in the bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, fuck that guy.
And for your winnings, you will be given a Blackstone Talisman. You're handed this necklace.
For each of us?
No, just the two that won awards.
correct.
Blackstone Talisman. A player can attune to this talisman, can use a charge to change their weapon damage to radiant for one attack after they know if the attack hits or not. This is what it looks like.
Does it require attunement?
Yes. It holds 6 charges. It currently has 3 for each of you. To refill a charge, a player can meditate for a few hours to divine being of which they are familiar with during a long rest. Make a religion skill check, recharging the talisman the amount of times upon resulting roll. There.
Yeah.
Additionally, the team that got to the ending arena first will be awarded 6 folds, which will be Yang and Skaith and Otto Dilpo will all get 6 folds. And lastly, for all of our participants in today's game, we give you a ball of Setsy's fortune. Yeah. Okay. This, I don't have one for you, but I can make one on another day. This is going to be bingo, D&D bingo, that will be played just as we play until you guys finish your bingo things. So, and it has specific rules that are very important.
Oh, okay.
You players players cannot complete their own slots on this bingo card. This is very important. You cannot show anyone else your slots. The DM makes all. I'll hand them out. How's that? Okay, I'm just gonna randomize these. Take one, pass it around. Don't look at definitely don't look at them. Okay, you can look at these now, and understand the rules as I speak them to you. You cannot complete your own slot. So if it says something in there, you cannot be the one to do it. So if it says heal 10 HP, you cannot heal yourself and then cross it off. Somebody else has to heal somebody 10 HP. I make all rulings on if you success or fail the condition. If you think you may have succeeded, but you're not sure, you can ask me in private. Don't publicly be like, well, does that count as healing 10 HP? Because now everyone knows that that's one of your bingo things. So the idea is that other people will be completing these as we go, but nobody knows what you have. The game kind of falls apart if, like, you're clearly hinting at what you want. Like, if I go, oh, Eric, you should really, you should really heal him for 10. That would really help me out. If you start mentioning too closely to yours, I will very quickly just say that one doesn't count. I'll cross it off yours to not be able to be achievable. However, if you do meet a condition and it's very obvious and very clear, we say them out loud what you did. Like what? So if somebody says heal 10 or more HP, and Griffin heals Jared 15 HP, and it's on Hayden's card, Hayden will go, sweet, I just completed one, heal 10 or more HP, so everyone knows. So it's kind of like a fun interactive game. If the condition doesn't specify whether it's player, DM, enemy, or NPC or companion, then it can be anyone other than you, obviously. When you complete one, you say it out loud. Once you complete 4 in a row, you're granted inspiration and gain 1d4 to a random ability score. So, yeah. Random.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Great.
matter.
And you can always, everyone. And I can make one for you at a later point, David. Cool. Anyone have any questions about this?
Is it starting now, or can we go? Okay, so everything that happened before we got this doesn't count.
Correct. And you have to do them at the time or during the turn. So we had a scenario where like somebody sat there and then went like, "Oh, 4 turns ago, this happened." And I'm like, "No, it's too late." So as they happen,
Once you notice it.
Yeah. Then you don't want to sit at the end of the session and be like, "Well, did this happen? Did this happen?" So it has to happen as it happens. I'll give a little leeway if it's like 20 seconds later, and we're in conversation and something happened. You don't want to interrupt. It's fine. Cool. If you have any questions, text me. Again, if you make it obvious that one of yours is this, I'm just gonna strike it from you.
When it says like player, does that mean like any player or?
That would be you guys.
Okay.
You, other than you, obviously. Yes.
So none of these relate to me.
Correct. They can't.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, somebody could do something to you. That is fine. You can't be the triggering one.
If it doesn't say player, then it can be
Anyone. Yeah. But like if it's heal 10 and Hayden gets healed and it's on his, that counts. As long as he's not like, bro, you should heal me and you should try to get 10 or higher. Level it up a spell slot or something like that. I'd be like, okay. If I catch on to it, then I'm gonna call you out on it. But that's just kind of the good faith rule. Sweet. Right on. Well, after you guys have been given all your loot, the Killmeister says, "Thank you for coming to the games of blood and wine. Afterwards, for all of the contestants, if you wish, we will be doing a sniffing test in the sniffing hall. And there you can meet your tricksters. If you guys want, they're going to be dining at the sniffing hall. But it will be...
it's all good.
He just had it open. It's not open underneath. For some reason, I got confused. I was like, oh, wait, shit. Do you guys wish to attend?
Yes.
Sniffing list?
Yes.
Sniffing list. Right. As you arrive, this is a dining area, pretty much in the bustle, in a very nice room. It's a copper platform that overlooks the edge of the city. It's quite beautiful, as you can see, pretty much all of Cobbletown. It's a beautiful view if it weren't for the wind, which is considerably getting more and more aggressive as you go. Considering most of the inhabitants of Cobbletown are undead, therefore they do not need the favors of food, so instead they have sniffing. There are raiders coming around with starters, main aromas, and exotic signatures. They hand each of you a list that's kind of done on like a sandstone tablet, and you guys can choose what you wish to sniff. From the list here. You take one starter, one main aroma, and one exotic cigarette. And in this room are all the tricksters. So Kathy is here, and she comes up to you and she goes, "What were you thinking decapitating him?"
What were you thinking putting us in this situation in the first place?
And she goes, "I thought that maybe if you did the games of blood and wine, my father would respect you a little more rather than walking into the city. You have to earn this type of stuff in the bastard lands. He's trying to help you. You know, if I'd be able to salvage him." You look back and there's just a gurney and a head, and there's a dude just standing over going, "Jets, I don't know.
You could have just simply asked.
That violates the games. If they could have found that out, they would have had both our heads decapitated."
I never wanted to be a part of the games in the first place. You took advantage of my kindness and threw me into a dangerous situation.
We're fucking kind. Kind. Mm-hmm. She just walks back to him. Okay. Also up there is Miss Mistress.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation with that.
Yes. She's there sniffing the nectar of the deadwood. Sounds good as I remember it. And yeah, oh yeah. Studying the crowd through and battle axe at your dear lover. Rose would have been a good match. The orc did not lie. You gotta get a sense of this.
Back it up, Raven.
And the guards just, "It's fine, he ain't gonna do nothing."
Should rip your brains out. Welcome.
My brain doesn't painting.
She goes, "I am sorry, I do think she would have been a good match. Let's not kill her."
Find me another match
And she goes,
for double the coin.
"Demanding. I bring this town a lot of lust and a lot of trade. You put your hands on me in a way that I don't accept, and that's a hard task to do, then I'm gonna have your brain decapitated. I'm sure one of these guards would be willing to talk to you."
Literally going to fuck your brains out.
So I can't get another match.
You had your match. You didn't protect her.
Alright. Better hope I don't see you in no bastard lands.
And she goes, "See about that. Take care, darling."
Question: Does that count as a failed negotiation?
Well, that's so. This is a great example. If you would text me that, but yes, that will be a failed negotiation. Got it.
What's that?
I didn't even pop the persuasion check, but she's not buying it. So you can just like highlight it or scratch or put a big X through it or star or something. But yeah, that is a good example. Next time, that was, you were right. The next time, yeah, text me. Just in case I say no, I then have to make that one non-accessible for you. Now everyone knows that you won't succeed. All they need to do is go in and fail and best or a gotcha. Okay. You wish to talk to the old lady with the cat?
Yeah.
Okay, you go up to her. She's kind of petting her cat.
Just gonna put my hand up. Give me the cat back.
Okay, give me an intimidation check. I will give you advantage for killing Largo. And stunning the choppers.
Wait, just kidding. 11.
She goes, "Yeah." Nova.
Put it back in my stack today.
And she goes, "Thank you for the show."
Just gonna flip her off and walk away.
Okay, awesome. Are you gonna do anything to Leslie? Want to talk to him or not? Okay. And he goes, "Hi."
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate you too. And he goes, "Clearly not from around here."
Nope. Still learning the customs.
And he goes, "Yeah. Next time, if you hear the games of blood and wine are around, you stay away from the job board." And he goes, "Well, What's your favorite?
I'd love to get a sniff of the pirate's dust first.
Oh yeah, you're gonna give it a sniff of that pirate stuff?
Mm-hmm.
A briny, rugged scent captured the essence of the sea at midnight. Oh yeah, you like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This takes you back. Salt spray seaweed and sun-warmed driftwood mingled with the spicy scent of warm leather and dark rum. Heady, adventurous aroma. Yeah, I'm sure. Like, as soon as you breathe it in, you just hear like the waves, like crashing against a hole.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of like take a big, deep breath. You can all take a short rest here. Otto Duopoke is here.
I would like to talk to him.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, kind of cleaning his weapons, and he goes, "You'll fight well."
Yeah, sharpshooter.
And he goes, "I try." He goes, "Not all the time, though. You got a lot fighting you. You were knocking on death's door there."
Oh, I still am.
And he goes, "No, you're not, friend. I hate to break it to you, but I got something to tell you. You're not gonna like to hear it, so you better sit down."
Okay.
And he goes,
I
"And that
sit.
goes for most of the people in here. Sorry to say, but none of you were alive."
I didn't.
And he goes, "Not in the way you think. You see, you're all figments of my imagination. I'm sorry to tell you, partner. You see, a few months back, I was into some deep drugs. I was undercover. And I had to sniff a bunch of sulfate essence. I took a big hit of it. And then I passed out. I woke up here. This is a hallucination. And I'm just walking through my hallucination until I wake back up in Pardis. So
I regret to inform you.
What's that part? Oh, I've heard this before.
Yeah.
I'm actually dead in the past lands. Yes. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. You see, I've tried to die here. Get myself in some big trouble.
What happened?
Never reconciled. Can't die. That's because I'm just waiting to complete my task till I wake up back in Pardis. Safe and sound, and one of the most intense trips I've ever had.
What do you think? What's your task?
And he goes, "That I don't know. I've just been wandering. And I thought it was to finish the Blood and Wine game. That's why I jumped in with you. But
Oh.
I don't know. I'm a bit of a lone ranger. Do my own thing. But don't mean to harsh your vibe. I just wanted to let you know that none of you are actually existing, and I hope that gives you a sort of newness on life, kind of reborn."
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think we're the ones.
And he goes,
Yeah.
"Whatever helps you sleep at night, partner."
You too.
You're lucky.
Pal.
And he just walks back over, sits back down.
I'll be using probably all my head dice.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to try any of the aromas?
I do, yeah.
What do you want to try?
Elven Evergreen Essence.
The Elven Evergreen Essence, harvested from the enchanted forest of Verdant Vale. The blend combines fresh, snapping bay trees with an earthy pull of loose topsoil. Musky undertones, ancient, Titan bird-tree sap. Yeah, yeah. As you huff it in, it gives you just a very animalistic and down-to-earth feel. That kind of taps into your primal cat-like essence.
Yes.
Did you choose all your hit dice?
Yes.
You did? You choose them too?
Yes.
Okay, that's one on yours, Hayden. Good cap.
What, use all your hit dice?
Somebody, the player uses all their hit dice?
All hit dice expended.
Yep. Nice. Dude, I put this one together like a week ago. I thought about the idea of D&D bingo, and I was like, that's such a fun idea.
And it's plus con to every roll, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Still not four out.
Any other aromas? Why were the swatches?
Oh, you're daring, are you? It says a leathery vibrant next makes it flush. It's way tranquil. And it's so clean, no one's breath. Eric, be a policy. No, nature. Three. Okay. For a minute, you think we're up there with the dragons flying around, and then snap back to reality. Okay. Yes.
I missed the moonflower. Reminds me of home.
Oh, yes, a delicate blend of dewy mountain mist and sweet, elusive fragrance of lovely moonflower, blooms on a full moon. Subtle notes of cold rain and fresh petals. I will say that as soon as you sniff that, you remember several wolves off in the distance howling at night. Maybe potentially call to a looming battle that you and their tribes would do the next following day. Where's Eric? Oh, okay, you're listening though, yeah? Good boy. Sorry, that was I didn't like that. As you guys are sitting there, you're kind of again on this rooftop villa type place. The sky darkens and everyone just stops talking and the conversation mutes. And there is a massive cobble crack overhead, which casts an oppressive shadow on the cobble town. Its bulk dominates the horizon, and a rust-orange behemoth constructed of slabs of cobble copper drift into frame. And you guys have realized that Daku just arrived. And he then positions his ship right above Lidlater Base, as if it's docking there. And after the hour is up, you guys have taken your short rest. Great. Cool.
Can we?
Yeah.
So, if I spent 30 minutes meditating, could I still attune to something in a short rest, or?
Well, yeah, you probably have to do a full house.
Okay, well, I'm gonna meditate to get my key points back, so.
Okay, did anyone want to attune to anything during this short rest? As well.
Yes.
I wanted to tune in.
Okay, where are you attuning to?
The Blackstone Talisman.
Great. And how many attunement slots is that for you, Skate?
Total 2.
Okay. Thane?
The Star necklace.
Great.
Towel.
Okay. Awesome. How many is that for you?
It's my first one.
Okay. And I believe you guys also have the other spellcasting focus. Have you attuned to that or no?
Wow, we have one do that too.
You doing that one too?
If I will, Evine will give it to me.
Yen? Are you going to hold on to?
What was it again?
What the hell's the name of it?
The
Orb of
Orb of
Anti-Knife.
Anti-Knife?
Yeah.
Where is it again? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have it.
Great.
Where to go? First ones.
Okay. And now is it back to the ship? Your new ship?
Yeah.
Great ship.
Yeah.
Junk Hucker.
Which I don't remember all the rules for it. That's okay.
I got him right here.
Oh, nice.
Drunk Hucker. You guys return to the Drunk Hucker, and you guys spend a few minutes there, and we will then do
We should,
companion pool. Will happen.
oh yeah, we should also maybe consider adding a weapon or modifying our ship some.
Yeah.
Since we got extra folds from the things. If the lady will allow us. I don't know who she was rooting for in it. Bloodlust.
Gotcha. That's it.
Why are you looking for the junk hooker?
You're the lady. I totally forgot.
Okay.
Yeah. I totally forgot that who she was.
Her name?
What?
Yeah. because this was Vesa Stacks. This is the So she'll come back, and I will say that during the negotiations, a little bit, you two were the main ones doing everything on the drunk hooker. Maybe you guys took off because as soon as she sees you, she will recognize you two as the person that stole her ship, I believe. And she'll go, "Oh,
Oh, this is awkward.
Hi.
And she goes,
Yo.
"A deal is a deal, but I need my payment."
Payment?
The Undertaker?
What, you want 2 folds?
Oh, that's only the buy. That's the selling price. It's 5 for the buying price. You put me out. I'll pay 7. I'm gonna go get the guards. Guards!
How about these cobble copper wings?
And she goes, "Please, I couldn't even smelt that down in a half a cup of coffee."
I have 7 folds.
You give her 7?
Yeah.
And she goes,
Well, actually, I have your 7.
No, I have 7 more.
Oh, you have 7 more.
Yeah, I never
Nice.
gave you my 7.
Yeah.
she's full. I can't believe I did a deal with 2 blind demon pussycats.
It was extraneous circumstances.
It sure was.
That's also on you.
And that is the confirmation to you guys that they lied, but they didn't tell the entire truth of how they got their cobblecraft.
Well, I mean, she got it back though.
Should I get it back?
She did just buy it back. Yeah, she probably should have figured it out then. They're like, "Oh, cool, that was it." But
Wait a second, I've seen that shit before.
Yes. Oh, he's not in that. But then scurrying it onto the ship, into the ship. Actually, we'll do the companion pool real quick. Let's go, PJ.
Last time, but
Great.
Oh yeah, you have PJ. Who did I have again?
Over here.
Kaden.
Great.
Oh, do we still have Belle and Kathy?
Nope. So Yang, you get thrown to tar. Ouch.
Barnes.
But you do have here, I'll substitute Bale and Kathy for Ripley, who's now back.
Okay.
Great. So Yang, I'll keep you there then, Yang. I'll keep you at
90.
Ripley. Great. Oh, Tarns. You gotta pick it up, Tarn. Okay,
Is that the most updated one?
no, it's not. I'll drop that one right now. This is before anything else. No, good catch, good catch, good catch. I had it on the side. This is now the most updated. Thane, go ahead and roll for Easton. It's just a straight up D20, yeah. No mods. 4, so he gets taken to 117. Okay. Skaith?
Still the lead.
19. Now you get jumped to 127?
Yes.
Alright. That's commanding lead. Tarn, give me a D20. We're trying to catch up here. At 74. What? It's a game that's played on the ship between all companions, and it kind of has no rules. They just make up the rules as they go. So I think Tarn's probably just happy to be there. Haven, the character.
17.
17. On top of 19, so that's 126.
Yes.
Oh boy, one behind BJ. Ripley. 11 will take you up to 113. So, Steve, go ahead and give me a DC 15 companion check with a plus 1.
6.
Okay. Great. Well, this is the new companion pool. Right there, as it will be next session. But then Kite will storm into the room, and he's like breathing heavily, and he looks happy for the first time that you guys have ever seen him. He goes, "Oh, great news! I got good news and bad news. The good news is I struck a meeting with Luke later tonight. The better news is that Doku arrived, so we get a meeting with both of them, unless they cancel on us for some reason. That means that we can end this here and now. We can make the deal, and hopefully return to Pardis. He looks at you. It's very exciting, brother.
I would love to go back to parties.
Yes. It's an hour away. The meeting is, and do anything that you need to until then. But we'll be going as soon as you're ready. So, without needing another rest, do you guys want to do anything else?
I mean, I don't know if I have anything to do.
Do we want to buy upgrades?
It sounds to me like the town's not a huge fan of us.
I don't think she's a fan of.
I mean, if I have time to go look for like a magic sword.
A magic sword, just literally like a sword with that'll deal magical.
Yeah.
You'll find one for probably 8, which would be doubled to 16 because the town does have animosity towards you because you did not do the battle royale at the end of the games.
Oh, that's on it. I only had.
You were curious, so here are the weapon mods. Oh, they're already in there. They're just at the bottom. Look at that.
Oh, for the ship.
Yeah.
Are those double prices?
They have not doubled. They'll be plus 7 to each. So I don't think you guys can afford it, can you?
I can.
You can.
I can.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Well, I have his pulls too.
Okay.
Giving him the whole time.
Well, anything you want to add?
Yeah. Nice.
The barrel roll.
Yeah.
Risky.
We'll be
It is.
fast.
Let me go get this off.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Man, I don't feel super proud about anything. Barrel roll might be nice, but
It's also the cheapest one.
will it be what 11?
Pretty well? No, I can't. You can pretty woman?
That would be good, but it's also very risky.
He got her on that lesson, guys. She read it. And it's just like very sexual.
It wasn't planned.
Oh, he improv that?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a natural. He's actually nagging her, like on set. That's kind of hot. I can really hot.
Yeah, that's probably fine. We can talk about. Oh, you guys going? You guys can go back to Pardis?
Did he die from autoerotic asphyxiation?
Who?
Richard Gere? I think he legitimately died from autoerotic asphyxiation. Alright, Shepard, buckle up.
As far as I know, Richard Gere is alive. But he was born as
Some of this information's brand.
You guys would go back to Pardis.
I would, yeah.
I'm assuming the brothers would too.
Oh,
You come too?
I would like to go back once.
You would?
The Dongel's brother.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because we've lived our life here. What's the point of going back to the land where we got slaughtered?
find the people who slaughtered us.
Yes. Or we could search these lands to find our mother.
I do not think Mother is alive.
She's not alive. We're not alive.
Yes, but she did not go to the ritual.
Stranger things have happened. I don't think it's for certain that we should rule it out.
We have been here how long?
A long time,
We
but
have not seen her yet.
we also haven't searched.
If there is a way, look, they found a way here. Maybe we can find a way back.
Yes, or we can secure a way back to Pardis whenever we need. We know we can, well, I guess we don't know it for certain, but potentially know for certain we could go back to Pardis. Whereas we don't know for certain we can get back here.
They got to here.
So we don't know how.
They could have done us. They did tell us.
Yeah, you died. You got killed.
No, them.
Oh,
They came to portal. We could find the portal. Come back.
We tried walking back through the portal we came through, and we just really teleported somewhere else in this land. Don't put your eggs in that basket.
I think they meant if they go to Pardis, they can come back here.
Come back here.
Yeah, whatever that is.
What temple did you come to again?
Remember the name of the temple?
Temple of Theros.
See? We could talk. This temple.
We could,
And come back if we need.
if the portal works still.
Well, we won't know until we get there.
I mean, what if it doesn't? We're stuck
Would
in
have
Pardis.
made a very bad decision.
Ripley
No,
says,
I cannot leave you.
And I don't want to leave you.
that sounds all very personal, and I don't mean to eavesdrop, but we don't even know if beings that have died and gotten here through death can even return.
No, but you ever tried?
I mean,
I know.
Alchemy Curtis.
But we don't even know if
She's
he's
talking to the.
what he is.
He's just a powerful one who happens to rule these lands, but he's not considered nor true ruler.
Ripley will say, perhaps we should talk about how we want to approach him in terms of our conversational strategy before we go and meet him, which will be next.
I guess the big question is this Aatrox still with them?
Most likely. Yeah.
From what you told me, maybe you two should not come.
Because we also have no bargaining chips in our deal.
Yeah, the bargaining chip is at the. We give
Rock Happy back. She's
we give Axel Page all of the slavers. So they give the doctor all the slavers.
Which I, for a moment, I'm against.
Giving them slavers?
Yeah.
You're against giving them the slavers?
Millions of people just being immediately ordered and enslaved to Daku? Yeah.
Well, I think there are millions of slavers.
So maybe what's the population of Hajime and Amenhotep?
I think a massive portion of that population is probably slaves.
Probably.
But it's still hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Maybe a million.
At least they'd be free in the Bastards.
Would they though?
Everybody else seems to be free here.
That's not how I see it. Seems like Doku, second he shows up anywhere, everyone immediately is at his will.
I mean, you would be too if you lived here.
He no doubt has authority here. But we've seen,
He's not a good.
yeah, we've seen people roaming the lands, doing what they want in town. No one seems enslaved here.
Exactly my point.
Flip age isn't so different from the slavers either. With them dividing people up based on their work. They may as well,
Taunting that.
they may as well be a slave country without those slave laws.
I mean, actually, it currently is a slave country.
It is, yeah.
Yes, because of Amenhotep took them over. But Arn and his brother want to return it to its rightful state of like a workocracy, essentially, where hard work is what gets you that. And that did result in a lot of poor people on the streets that didn't work, and they were treated like second-class citizens, but they weren't working. Arn, have any thoughts? Calling out your old ways? Jared's screaming in his head right now.
Oh, yeah, hot ones.
Those people who were treated as lower class, their own fault they didn't contribute.
Did they not contribute because they couldn't contribute, or because they didn't want to contribute? I'm sure both. But either way, it's not more different than people.
Find a way.
Functions so. The end state, at least. I also just don't like the idea of making too many deals, especially one that's increases power. I mean, thousands basically to his army added, and he had a draft now as well. So,
Caven will say, "I know this is not my place, but I have heard of no army at the House of Unhope. I have heard of only talk of Utopia."
It's Docu's
Utopia.
city.
Yeah. Well, I hear, yes.
No doubt they could be turned into an army.
Potentially. But how many armies are in Pardus? We know he only took 10,000 people.
There are many armies in Paris.
And if he does take these slavers, my opinion, and put them into slavery, then maybe they'll get a little taste of their own medicine for once. And then tens of millions of people will be free in Pardus. It's a simple numbers game.
I agree.
I don't think it makes it right still. I hate slavers as much as the next guy, but I wouldn't wish this fate on anyone.
He was, unfortunately, this is happening to millions of people in Pardus right now because of the people that you're unwilling to make a deal about. But I don't.
Seems here, Skate, that you are the odd man out.
It's fine.
Well,
Kite will arrive and go, ready? He feels the tension in the air. He goes, what's wrong?
We're having troubles coming to agreement.
What's there to agree about?
Ask escape.
I'm not making a deal with Doc Voodoo in half Paradise.
Great. You don't have to. I will. Good.
Sounds good to me.
Where are we currently?
You're in Cobble Town on your ship.
I'm gonna challenge him to a duel. And settle it.
He will say, no, we're not kin. I do not have to accept.
Under the old laws.
And he goes, under the old laws, we have to share blood.
Not axophage. Old laws.
What, Denarthan old laws?
The dueling pit ones.
Oh, you're, okay. Are you doing the Anwar Runda, or are you talking about older, like the battle thing where 2 leaders can...
That one.
That one. I mean, he'll say, that hardly holds any bearing. With that, if that ran, that is only for military generals.
Captain of a ship.
And he looks at everyone and he goes, what, to the death?
Yeah.
He goes, well, I should be able to choose a champion, shouldn't I?
You're a coward.
And he goes, I'm not a coward, I know it's at stake. There's a difference. He goes, wouldn't think a Denart would protect this many slavers.
Still people.
And he goes, and what of my people who are currently being persecuted and enslaved right now? And if you think Amenhotep's reach will stop, and it won't come after Denartha, or the dynasty, or Lalatula, you're completely wrong. It's only a matter of time. In fact, I'd be surprised if when we don't return, another kingdom has fallen. How many more starfalls do you need to witness for you to realize something needs to be done about their tyranny?
I agree something needs to be done. I don't think this is the answer, though.
And he goes, then we can talk about it with Doc, the only one that can do something. I'm not even willing to hear him out. I'm not even willing to hear what he does with his people.
I don't trust what he says he does with his people.
Show us.
And he goes, there, unanswered. Better than just drawing blades and attacking like barbarians. I will not be fighting to escape. I will not be choosing a champion. If you wish to attempt to strike me in my back, you may do so. And I would hope that common decency would rise above in the minds of our other companions of the group.
I will go, but I will not make an argument for your sake.
I'm not asking you to. And I appreciate your ability to mind your... He said, I appreciate your ability to mind your tongue. Okay, all going then? Okay. As you guys arrive at the Lidlater base, Taran and Kite will go. You want to bring any more companions? You're welcome to bring whoever you want. They will probably not really be weighing in on the conversation very much. They know that they'll kind of default to you guys.
Then, it's not worth it.
Okay.
They can watch the ship.
Yeah.
I still have PJ.
You guys arrive at Lidlater base. It feels like stepping into a fortress built of contradictions. The lower floors are chaotic sprawl of junk, rusted gears, scattered magical trinkets, and half-finished contraptions are strewn haphazardly, giving the impression of centuries of neglect. Yet beneath the disorder, the cobble-copper structure is flawless. the smoothest cuts of cobble copper you've ever seen, almost adding to the art, to the craft that you previously thought was impossible. As you ascend a winding staircase, guided by these skeleton guards, the cluster thickens with odd relics and forgotten tomes that spill from crumbling shelves. Yet the architecture remains a testament to the master craftsmanship. Pillars of cobble copper make the metal look less like the common hardest turn of braxite and more like blood orange steel. The beams are reinforced with glowing runes of necromantic origin. Each step brings you closer to the top, where the chaos recedes slightly before meeting the two large stone doors. Stone, something you haven't seen in quite some time. It reminds you of home, of Pardis. This stone must have made the long journey that you did. Frantic guards who were slacking off now panic into a frenzy to look professional as you pass by them. However, the real authority is here. It is the new arrival of Daku's guards that have came from the ship above. They are knights who wear armor of marble, like it's out of a storybook fable. They are clearly the ones in charge barking orders. This is what they look like. And you hear whispering, and they're called Excelsiites. On the outside of the grand stone door stands two skeleton guards in armor similar to that you've seen around Cobbletown, with a hint of regality. Plus, the devil Tarsuvius, who's he just looks at you and he goes, "What you mean to again? Fuck off." And next to him, also, is Lancaster. Yeah, wait. These two guys. Lancaster.
Who's the dude I got the gun from, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And speaking of, he looks at you and he goes, you guys don't have the gun. It was Aatrox. He has it again, by the way, his gun. So that's good. And right after you say fuck off, Tarsuvius was attempting to come back with some sort of quip where he's like, "Oh, please, do we really need to?" And then he's interrupted when you guys, on the other side of this stone door, you guys hear gargling. Like somebody's gasping for air. You hear, "Please, make it up to you," a voice says. And then you hear a second voice go, "Ha! Your people live like wastelanders. We are the kingdom. We need order. We need steadiness. Consistence. Tighten your grip, son." And then you hear... and then Lancaster just kind of seems to go like, "Yeah. Well, perhaps we should give him some privacy." And then Tarsuvius just does I want to listen. And then you hear that voice continue, and it says, "Listen to me, later. Your own brother betrayed you. I know what that's like. But it either molds you or destroys you. Tighter, son." And then more gasping. And then you hear a boy's voice say, "Father, pardon one of his eyes. He can't take anymore." A moment later, more choking, and then it's cut off. And then you hear, "Tell me, later. You feel like you are being molded or destroyed right now?" And then you hear, "Molded." And then Tarsuvius says, "Good enough." And Lancaster tries to stop him, but he pushes open the stone doors. As the doors open, you guys see inside this room, and the first thing you see in the back of this room is a man you believe to be Lidlater Bone Split, keeled over on the ground. Normally, this is what he would look like.
Goofy eye looking dude. Gary Busey has no.
However, there is the young ghoul child that you guys saw walk out with Naku a while ago. He is sitting there, and he has an outstretched arm that is being removed from the space where Lidlater's head should be. Daku, who's standing behind his son, says, "Good, that's enough, Thaddeus. relieving grunt can be heard from the miasmic scene that is Lidlater's head. Lidlater's skull is split apart, not into bone and flesh, but into shifting fragments that spiral into a central axis at non-Euclidean angles. Pieces floating in directions that don't exist, yet remain connected by threads of pulsating, writhing magic. His eyes, one green and one red, separated from the whole. Yet he still sees. His mouth, though in pieces, still moans. You can witness his thoughts elongated into impossible shapes as they enter his brain tubes that are folded back into place like a maze collapsing on itself. What is now reformed was not what had been broken. The boy's magic seemed a thing by eldritch forces. As soon as Lidlater's final tooth jostles into position again, the magic feels to leave the room and his face, and Lidlater's head has formed back onto his shoulders. Baku then steps up to the boy and in front of Lidlater, and he says, "Pippa, we have guests." And he just goes, "I do?" And he kind of looks over, and then Baku says, "Yes, time to get somebody to clean this room. It's filthy." And then Lidlater looks to one of the guards outside, and he's like, "Let somebody clean this place up. How come it's so rancid looking? Damn it!" And an undead man runs in with a broom and starts sweeping. Once again, I will send you the photos in here of who you are all meeting with. In this room, you will see the Lich King. And this is the first time you guys have been close up to him. Also standing there.
Is he still missing one of his spikes?
No. Is Diaticos, who he is now officially called his son. I can spell that. As Lidlater rises to his feet, you are finally awarded a moment to look away from the scene that just played out. An oppressive weight settles in the air as you look at the room you are in. Okay, somebody maybe erase all that.
All of it?
Yeah, probably could be doing that on that, but I'm done with that. Sure. Done with beforehand, sorry. Done with him erasing that.
He's on vacation.
What's that?
He's been on vacation.
I have been on vacation.
Forgetting.
Gives me that you're drawing the battle. John.
I'm taking so much time. Door, you came in. Goes out.
But wait, there's more.
Floor, Justin. Here. Floor just in front and beneath your feet dips into a sunken section in the center. It's that yeah. This area in here. No. She's gone. Forgot. -5 feet. Overlooked by a cold and unforgiving altar to Ilkin the Bastard. Right there. His long-dead godly presence is palpable here. The stone floor feels slick with age, worn by countless rituals and sacrifices. 4 green braziers line the edges of the space, their flames flickering with an unnatural glow, casting eerie, shifting light that makes the shadows twist and writhe across the walls. The altar looming over the sunken pit is jagged and crude, as if it's hastily assembled by cobble, and stone, a mockery of divine worship. In the pit below is a dried blood over marks on the floor. Standing in this pit, at attention, are 4 marbled guards like you saw earlier, and their leader, which is a golden-haired female warrior. I believe you guys saw a picture of her as well.
On the marble.
Or white armor.
Yes. She seems to be the one commanding all of those marbled guards you saw.
She look undead.
No. She looks regular. You would know. When you guys were back at the place, there was question about a woman named Commander Redbrant and where she had gone. You would see her and immediately know that she used to be part of Axelphage, and was like a guard, like pretty much the guard captain, and then just left one day, and everyone didn't know where she went. And now she's here. Ancient relics and skeletal remains are scattered along the edges of this room. Piles of forgotten debris, broken casks, and arcane tools. The smell of copper decay and burnt offerings linger thickly, and you feel the lingering malice of long-performed rituals clinging to the stone themselves. Behind the statue, near the 3 members of royalty, which is Diaticos, Daku, and Lidlater, is a long wooden table set with silver plates. A male servant is cleaning the room. The undead skeleton is cleaning the room still. The chamber is a place where power and madness collide under a watchful gaze of a dead god. On the opposite end of the room, there lies 2 doors. And later goes, apologies, I wasn't expecting company. Whatever it is, we must make it quick. Obviously, we have royalty here. We'll be eating shortly with the king. So we must speak with you and then get you out so we can eat. And Baku says, no, they will be joining us. I asked the chef to make extra when I arrived. Lancaster then approaches Daku, and Daku gives him a formal handshake. He walks past you guys, and Lancaster, as he walks past you, feels like nervous, very nervous. And then Daku says, Lancaster, good to finally meet you. Congratulations on a smooth transition. You have done well. And Lancaster says, thank you, King Supreme. And Daku says, please, call me Daku. And then Lancaster just smiles and says, okay, Daku. And then Daku says, Diaticos, welcome home. And then Diaticos says, but I want to meet new people, pointing at you guys. And then Daku just stares at him like a stone bus, not moving. And Diaticos goes, fine. Vesuvius, want to play Trinitrit? And Vesuvius looks at Daku, and then just nods. And Tarsuvi says, "You are so going down." And then the two begin to walk towards the back wall. Tarsuvius flirtatiously, as he passes the female guard captain, says, "Red Brat, looking beautiful as always." And she says, "That is Commander Red Brat to you, Soulborn." Soul burnt, so he says. Tarsuvius finally meets up with Didacos on the other side of the room. And he says, "Yet your words still burn me, my future love. This would be a funny story for our matrimony one day." And Commander Red Rat just stands at attention like a statue. And then Diaticos says, "Fuck on!" And a sliver of reality cracks open at the command of the child. Another stone room stands beyond it. It looks like a room in an ancient epic mansion. In there, standing on the back wall, you see Aatrox, who's like flipping through a book. Who just kind of looks up and sees you guys out there. And just kind of like, just stares straight at you guys. Do you guys want to do or say anything to him in this brief moment where this, like, kind of portal has ripped open? Okay. The kid named Didacos steps through, along with Tarsuvius, who steps in backwards, staring to see if his words cracked a smile on Red Brand's face. And they didn't. And just...
Aatrox in there. There's
Yep.
no sign of anybody else.
Just Aatrox. Just before the space around the crack heals itself back to normal, Tarsuvius shoots you all a look as if to say, "Be careful." He's almost giving you guys like a... Yeah. Valkyrie looks to the group as Lidlater is sitting there like rubbing his jaw. And Valkyrie says, "Please, sit. I will go fetch a gift I have brought for you." And then Valkyrie leaves. You guys going to go and sit at the table? Okay, he's leaving the way you guys came in, with Commander Red Brant and two guards escorting him. As he passes you, all of you must make a charisma saving throw.
Is this to be charmed?
It is.
I have advantage.
Oh, no, it's not. Sorry.
Charisma?
No ground rolls. Roll on the table.
Charisma?
Yeah. Natty 1.
I crit failed and I have -1.
0. That's a 0.
That's a 0.
Oh, shit. It's a bingo.
Hey, that's a bingo for Eric. I knew we had one. What's bingo, Eric?
For me.
Oh, nice. What is
Below a 1.
roll below 1?
Crit failure.
Crit failure. Okay, there we go. Nice.
I got a 12.
Okay.
12 as well.
12.
I'm not rolling this dice anymore. It always
Aim
crit fail.
and Taran. 4.
11.
Everyone fails. Okay, you're all frightened for the remainder of the dinner. When frightened in this way, any skill checks are made with Daku and Sight have disadvantage.
I would like to use Stillness of Mind, one action to remove Charmed or Frightened from me.
Okay, awesome. How often do you do that? Once a rest?
Stillness of Mind, you can use one action and one effect causing you to be charmed.
Yeah, maybe look it up, because I bet you it's not unlimited, but I'm just curious for future.
Here, where's the player's handbook?
I know my enemy.
You'd like to know your enemy Daku? Well, how long do you have? A minute. He's leaving. He just left.
Should have said it well before.
I can just tell you above on everything if you want.
I figured.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Great. Lidlater seems pretty embarrassed, and he says, "Apologies for what you have to see. I am Lidlater Bone Split. This is my town. My abode."
Stillness of Mind, starting at 7th level, you can use your action to end one effect on yourself
Yeah.
that is causing you to be charmed or frightened.
Okay, my man.
Yeah.
I guess we're getting to that level, like high level, where the ability's pretty strong, but I love it. I guess during combat that would be pretty annoying to waste your whole action too.
Yeah.
So that's where they get you. Okay, so you do not have disadvantage on any of these checks, but Lidlater just introduced himself. Says, "I am Lidlater Bone Split. This is my town and my abode."
And why were they trying to split your head?
And he goes, "Well, I have a lot to run when you run a town."
Nobody goes.
And he goes, "So many moving parts, moving pieces. My city planning was not up to Daku's very high bar of excellency, which I will agree, but, you know, times are hard. That's the please, hurry on. Francis, I'm Knife, Ashlight, of Axeline origin.
I am the yin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what does he say, Wukong? What's your name, Eric?
Wong Su.
I'll say thanks.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And that's the first time you guys are.
So you guys have really
Only said Wong Su around us.
Can I try one of those, Ryan? Sure. Never had it. It's interesting.
Daku then returns a few moments later. Yeah.
Before he returns, can I tell him we brought his daughter back?
Grab his daughter back.
Brought his daughter back to him. Live there?
Live later.
Don't mention that I told for.
I heard she was in town. And when he comes back, he's gonna say, I also heard that somebody severed her husband's head. Is the person in this room?
I did.
He goes, well, I should cordially thank you. You've been a thorn in my side.
Yeah, mine too.
He goes, well, you and me are getting off on a pretty good start here, Mr. If you listen to her backstory, he did not like him very much.
Yeah.
And as Daku enters, he has he's holding 2 bottles of wine, and he just brings them and sets them on the table, and then he sits down, and the guy in the back is still just sweeping, and Daku just takes a moment, and then he says, he just seems bothered by something, and he says, Yin and Feng, would you please do me a favor? A courtesy. Would you please switch seats?
Daku said this?
Yes.
I suppose.
Okay, you guys can switch seats.
Well, like IRL?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do we move all our stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he, like, as you guys say, he start moving, he just kind of... Thank you. That means a lot.
I tried to discern, like, why.
Give me an insight check. Disadvantage.
No, that's a crit fail.
Cool.
A -1.
He just looks at you, and you seeing him looking at you, you realize you've just been staring. And he just kind of like, just like looking right at him. And then as soon as Yin sits down, that's when he takes his breath. With like,
What's up, brother?
I'm pissing my pants.
I thought it smelled like cat. Yeah, that was fun enough. Oh, no market. And he says, my vineyard stretches across the horizon. Rows of vines, perfectly aligned. Each column, and then the guy in the background, and tended to with a practiced hand. I'm sorry. And then the guy just stops. And he goes, excuse me? Stop. What is your name? The guy's like, Kralakis. Kralakis, you have missed the spot. He says, where? Daku just says, it is not about where, it is about what you have. You may excuse yourself. The guy goes, okay. Turns and walks back. And he says, I'm sorry. As I was saying, the carts move along their paths in my vineyard, unhindered, collecting the fruit of their passage. Every part of this place, my vineyard, functions perfectly because it is designed to do so. So one day I found a vine crossing the path. It was buried and pushes through where it does not belong. It was small at first, barely noticeable. Yet, it caused the carts to grind and halt their wheels, unable to pass cleanly. The brakes sucked beneath the wheels as they fall. Saw them and felt their loss. I could have left the vine where it was, on the path. But I don't know if that would have solved it. The root was there, beneath the soil, growing, and he looks over at Lidlayer when he says that. He says, if left unchecked, it would return again and again, disrupting precision. But if I cut it, I ruin my shapes. I ruin all the shapes that are produced by the vine. What should I do?
Move around it.
Move the path, you say.
Created a channel in the ground for the root to flow through, and just covered it back up.
Okay. And here, grapevines spread. As they continue to grow, it might not have been that month, maybe the moon after, but it would have returned. So I dug it out. I tore through my own fields, killing many vines in the process. I followed that route back to its original source. By the time I was done, a large portion of my vineyard was gone. Lost. But now the path is clear. The carts move freely once more. If I had not done this, the root would have spread. Perfection demands sacrifice. I will regret the loss of those grapes, yes, but they were necessary to preserve the whole. Anything less would be to invite chaos. This was... Oh, go ahead.
It's a pruning a tree.
Yes, precisely. And this was nearly 800 years ago. I walked and gathered the vines that were soon to die from my hand. I made 10 bottles of wine with these grapes that died, including these two. Only 7 remain. I'll bring them out when it is time to celebrate. The last time I had one was when my son was born. And then he opens the wine bottle and says, Chaud-de-vie, which is a festive. Does anybody speak festive? That is festive for let the festivities begin. And he pours you. Who wants the wine?
I'll take one.
Okay.
I don't drink.
I'll take. I'll take wines. I'll take wine. You too? Yeah. What about Skate?
I'll take the wine.
Okay. And then it is quiet for a moment.
Hesitantly, but I'll take it.
As he opens the bottles and one of his helpers pours them, another helper brings out dishes of carrot and lime grass gravy, stuffed duck. And Daku says, "Isn't that interesting? These ingredients on their own mean nothing to me. When combined, it brings me right back to my childhood. I am nearly 1,000 years of age. Now you see, this is no easy task to bring me back to these years. Ivor's mind trick, I believe it is called." And you guys, now it's just kind of the floor is open, is the feeling amongst the room. Daku himself begins to eat, and you guys can eat.
I don't eat.
Glad we're actually eating food.
Sniffies.
Yeah. Who's over here sniffing it?
Does anyone want a very tall thing of wine?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Anybody else?
Sure.
Nobody? Okay. Do any of you ask any questions? Say anything? David, did you want to know?
Sure. I've never had red wine.
Red wine. I don't like that. Sure. Yeah. White wine kind of guy.
Depends on like angle.
That's true.
I'll give you a cue for Poland or you want. If you guys want more, you can go get some shit on. I'll be here drinking that kind of thing.
Full bottle.
Cheers, Hartman. Heavy?
Jordan.
Do any of you ask any questions, or are you guys just kind of sitting? What do you think?
It's interesting.
Is it interesting?
It's interesting.
Yeah. That sounds like I don't love it.
Well, I don't think I've ever liked an alcohol. It's not.
Same way.
Why do you eat food?
And he goes, because it is a luxury. Because I can. If you can do something as good as you should.
I've been eating solid food in a long time.
Oh, please. I imagine you guys have had like leather scraps and like old bread that is and like roots that have fallen from the skies. You two mainly. Well, no, you two mainly. You guys don't need to eat.
Yeah,
but
they're
it's,
dead, so-
it's a luxury. I mean, you guys probably have never tasted food, like really
Actual.
actual good food. Yeah.
Can we even taste food?
Yeah. Yes. You're yes.
I'll start eating.
You're both skeletons though. Technically, the subclass, or are you undead?
No, undead.
Okay, yeah, you taste food.
I'm just leaning more towards skeleton.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Just on the art. Well, in one of the silences, well, I guess, do you guys have any questions you want to bring up to him? Or do you guys just want to kill him?
I'm holding my tongue for now.
Okay, what about you two?
Yes. Is it possible for dead people to go to parties?
And he says, it is.
See, but is it possible to get back here from parties?
Yes.
You have done it.
As of now, it is possible to get back here. That will be changing soon.
Have done.
Changing.
And he goes, oh, do not wish to talk business here, so maybe another time. Of course.
So it's not the point of the meeting.
You're better first.
Where do you find these animals? Look here.
And he goes, I have hunters in Partis that hunt and bring me food for special occasions.
So you can get here from parties.
Of course, I hold the only portal to Partis, and you two have entered through one of the ones that come this way. Yes?
Yeah, by accident.
Who did it?
And he goes, one person's accident,
Not if,
another's mission.
not if he plans on closing it.
You have to get some refills there.
It's
like whispering to each other.
yeah.
Might I ask why you haven't seats?
My mind plays tricks on me sometimes. A condition that I'm working on. And this makes me feel better. It calms the tornado that is raging in my brain when things are not quite so. Yes. Normally, I have very good sense of home, but some things are bothering. And there's something I could be doing to satiate it, but I choose not to.
So you choose to have a thermal of mine.
And he goes, yes. The calming factor is consuming one's. And he says, it is intoxicating. The energy flows through you, makes you sharp, capable, but it is also dangerous. Too much, you are lost. The craving grows. It makes a man takes his man with a will as strong as the shield of Gra. I am this man. I only take what I require in terms of consuming souls, enough to sustain myself until my life is complete, enough to preserve the house of unhope and no more. Every day, I reject the prospect of unending power. This restraint is not easy. The temptation to overindulge is constant, but I do not falter, for I know what's at stake.
I'm assuming you faltered in the past.
What'd you say?
I'm assuming you faltered in the past.
And he goes, maybe once, and I saw what it does to the ones I care about. Not again. You know, Paudicians should consider themselves fortunate. Were I less disciplined, Heartus would be a far emptier place. My will is the barrier between balance and devastation. Without it, there would be nothing left but silence.
Do you have that much power?
Had I chose to,
Decide Partis's fate.
I believe I do. If I were to consume the appropriate amount of souls, it is unending. The only end would be the final battle. But then I would have nothing left. And then Kite will say, why, if you're so tempered in our deal, do you ask for more souls to take with you? Gaku says, as I said, Kite, I did not come here to conduct business.
Okay.
What's that? You heard that? And Kai says, okay, then I'm asking you, Doc, not the Lich King, why more? If you've claimed you have enough, or is this enough hypocrisy? Doc said, it is the goal of any father to leave his son better off than he was. I have said all I will on this matter.
What of the son's mother?
And he goes, one of the casualties of overindulgence.
Does that not weigh on him?
And he goes, I'm sure it does on any child. He is being prepared for something greater than family. He's being prepared for kingdom. Yes. I can feel you all have questions. You do not offend me. You may ask. Am I so beloved in Partis that you have no problems, no qualms? I am not quick to anger. You may levy anything you wish against me.
I don't have any problems with you.
Okay. He is inviting criticism.
So, is it your son? Your phylactery?
He goes, no.
Is he telling the truth?
Give me an insight check with disadvantage.
He's
I don't
not
have
here
very-
now.
Correct. Thank you.
11.
11? Yeah, you can't tell. Scythe will look at you, give the nod, like, you can ask, you can talk to him if you want, grill him. Scythe was initially going to be like, no, probably shouldn't.
I don't really have any for long.
Okay. Does Taran have anything?
I made things with types deal with.
Right, sure. He doesn't want to bring up. Yeah,
I'll bring that up when it's time.
sure. Nothing? Okay. Scythe will say, Baku, I don't mean to be rude. I guess I can wait for you to hear it here. Well, he'll ask, he'll say, so nobody has a problem with what I did in Tartus all those years ago. I am curious. I do not get the opinion of common men.
We don't live thousands of years. I don't think any of us were around then.
That was just a cat.
It affected some neighbors of mine, family members of people I knew.
And he goes, "You must be speaking of Lalatula."
Yeah.
He goes, "And how do they seem? I'm curious."
Seem well off.
What'd you say?
They seem well off.
Exclusive.
He goes, as I suspected. And he goes, "Those kingdoms were, and he'll just say, I saved those people."
Saved how?
Which kingdom do you ask of, Earth or Lalatula?
Either.
Earth, a kingdom draped in hypocrisy. They stand behind their walls, casting judgment on others, yet they profiteer from nearly every war and every conflict. Every drop of blood spilled enriches them or their stance of fictitious empathy. I know this because uh, because Hearth knew I was an Axophage. They knew what I was going to do, and yet they did nothing. They did not stop me because it wasn't advantageous to them, until I made it advantageous to them. And he says, they fund destruction, they stir chaos and disorder, and look away. But that wall they built, it will crumble one day. And when it does, the people will suffer from the sins of their leaders. Earth is a democracy, you see. The politicians were chosen. They represent their people. Therefore, the common people are complicit. Failed plutocracies like Hajim and Amenhotep will see it as a way, and they will move to attack. I spared 5,000 Herthians from that fate. I made them undead, yes, and I brought them to the House of Unhope. Here, there is no fear, no war, no judgment. They live in peace.
What about Alatula?
And he goes, 5,000 lives that I took away. And you ask why? I took them because I saw what was coming. The moon of molten skies. The single worst catastrophe in your history. When the fires rained down and 200,000 barbarians perished? Tell me, what did those people in Lalatula learn from Sarkor? Nothing. But the 5,000 I took, they never had to know such evil existed. They did not live through it. I have been called ruthless, perhaps, it is true. But what I did was mercy. Of this I can promise. The day they walked through the portal was the second time I ever opened a bottle of wine. You should come to the House of Unhope. Ask them about the betrayal wars. Ask them about how Omomoal died. Explain to them the failing state of your world market. And please, take in their confusion on their faces when you mention these things, and they do not comprehend them. Only after that you can attempt to judge what I have done.
If what you've done is so wonderful, why haven't you done it more?
And he says, well,
Why only 5,000? Why not 50?
I respect Partis's right to their own dominion. I once thought perhaps Partis and the Battlelands would coexist. I no longer think this possible. And I do intend, as per the business, to one day bring more people to the House of Unhope and make a bigger utopia for them. And Hive says, Daku, I do not mean to be rude, but what kind of name is the House of Unhope? You're asking us to send people there. You brought people there. It's supposed to see eye to eye when you take pride in such names. And then he says, he just kind of looks at Triton and says, you will call me Supreme King from now on. As for the House of Unhope, it is not just a city. It is a statement. Hope is a fragile thing. It only exists when there is fear. Fear what is, fear what might be. Hope feeds on fear, promising something better, something different. In my kingdom, there is no hope. We have no need for it. Hope is, in truth, a symbol of failure, a sign that something is rotten. It tells people that perfection has not been achieved. Things can still change, but I do not allow imperfection. And he looks just right at the later again. The later just kind of looks straight down. He goes, I do not allow hope. I have constructed unchallenged serenity. Hope suggests otherwise. Do not mistake this for cruelty. It is order. Fear and hope, they are the twin blades of chaos. And we have no need for either in a perfect society. You see, Pardis, hope and fear are requirements for survival, right? Citizens of Unhope do not have a word for war, a word for corruption, greed. The concept is completely lost to them. They have forgotten it since their time in your land, where it was commonplace. Any more questions for Dr. the Lich King? I will ask one more. He says, this is the third time you've opened the bottle. Your birth of your son. What was the first? And he says, when I completed a very large project I had been working on for some time. Creation of the Right Land Portal. And that's been a long mystery of how he even did this in the first place. Yeah.
I suppose I have a question.
Please.
Were you born or created here, or did you die and pass over?
And he says, I will tell you this only of my past. And you tell me what you think. I was from a kingdom in Partis with hypocritical leadership. Leadership that led to the death of many. You tell me where I was from. Or are there too many options?
I'd say all.
Because I like this answer for you. Every time you and anyone else wonders what could have been done to create me, you get to think of all the possibilities. You see, it is less about where I am from or what killed me. This is not important. What is important is how many other me's have been created by your kingdoms. Seeds that have been planted in the right lands, in the same way I was, waiting to bloom. Let's hope they share my careful hand when it comes their turn to sculpt their visions. Can we toast to hope?
Don't I like hope?
And he goes, no, but your kingdoms have created it. And now I have to hope. I have to hope that these other people in these right lands, these powerful people, are more measured or are as measured as I am.
So you do feel.
And he goes, I feel fear for you. Yes. My people. Heavy is the head, and so is the crown, I suppose. So Devi. I have to say, all right, I'll bite. How did you create the portal? And he goes, I tell everyone that asks a different answer, because I was telling people the truth, but nobody believes me. So here's what I will tell you today. You tell me what you believe. To answer your question, Skaith, and I appreciate your rigorous debates with me. I did die, and I woke up in the Bastard Lands, and I saw chaos. It dawned on me that in my first life, I witnessed the best attempt at order that you people could achieve. I did not accept this as fact. If I wanted things to be right, I would have to make them that way. I roamed these lands as a wastelander for quite a long time, till I found a book that fell from the skies. A lost piece of history. A story about a little boy that lived back when the gods roamed. One such god had been lost to time. I have a new friend that I have given this book to now. But nevertheless, this god is Avani. You guys can all give me a religion check.
So
14.
16.
Disadvantage.
oh yeah.
No, that's if you're dealing with Daku directly.
Oh, okay. In that case, 19.
19, okay.
6.
6, 19 will do it. This is Avani. He's the primordial titan of earth or ground. But a lot of people believe that he was one of 4 primordial gods that were actually gods, but when the tablets were handed out at the beginning of the kingdom's reign, these gods were just not included, and therefore nobody focused on them. And he says, in this tale, the child killed Avani with a stone in a sling. Upon the death of Avani, and his corpse opened a portal. The child stepped through it, and now, in that right land, there was only one kid. Avani has forgotten when the tablets were handed out, and he, Avani, the god, was not one of them. Nobody worships Avani. Nobody goes to visit his right land, so the boy is alone. So, when I got here, I gathered my stone, I constructed my sling, and I hunted down Ilkin, who walked in his bastard land. And with much respect to him, I took what I needed to make my order. 1 portal out, 8 to come in. 1 for each kingdom. Which of you believe me? He's essentially saying he killed Ilkin.
All inside him if I can.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, and you are unable to really see through his just very skeletal frame. He has a very decent amount of composure about him that doesn't let small little intricacies out about his line. So you're unsure. And then there's a lull, and anyone want to say anything else? You guys have any questions? Ian looks like he's revving up on something. Nothing?
No.
Okay. Okay. You sure? Hythe just says, I hate to be forward, Doctor, but I did come here to make a deal. And I want to make that deal. And somebody comes up and starts whispering in Doctor's ear, and he just completely disregards Hythe. And almost puts a hand up, and Hythe just... And you can tell your brother's starting to get frustrated. And Doctor says, "Players, you are not our only guests here today." He turns a lid later, and he says, "Your brother has sold you out. I feel the Cobble Man is going to make his play on Hobbitown here, now, today. I trust you are ready for his unintended arrival." And then later says, "Yes, my supremacy, I shall make you proud." Doctor says, "It would be a start, yes." And he said, Doctor says, "Time is wrapping up. I appreciate this dinner. Do any of you have any further questions for me?"
This one is just pure curiosity, but what time did you hail from in Paris? In illustration.
And he goes, around the year 300. And he says, and then Kai says, and then Daku kind of is getting ready to leave. He's folding his napkin, and Kai says, "You want me to come here and show you respect? Fine. We'll switch seats for you. Fine. We'll cheers when you say you've saved these people. But what of my respect?" Daku just looks at him and says, "I have fed you. I have welcomed you to my city, to my halls. I have spared your colony that lies under a type." And then you can see Kaiju recoil, knowing that Daku knows exactly where Last Hope is. And he goes, "What more respect do you request of me?" And Kai says, "The deal. I made a lot of sacrifices to get right here. My wife, my son. I want to make the goddamn deal you promised." And Kai stands up and spills his wine. And Baku just pauses and just stares at the wine that's like dripping off the table. And without looking away from the wine, he says, "What do your companions know about this deal you have made?" And he goes, They know enough."
There's more to the deal, Kai?
And Baku says, "Yes." He's just still staring at the wine. He says, "They know enough to fight your battles. You are smart, Kai Ashlight. If you want to make the deal, tell them what the deal is. I will talk around it no further." Like, just, fine. There is more. You free Axeling from its enslavement. You reinstate the old law. The dynasty is yours. Like Hearth and Lalatula were before. And Baku says, "Not like that. All of the dynasty." Yes? And then, Kai's just sitting there. "Yes." Baku says, "Not yet. I told you we'll do the deal in the House of Unhope. Do I seem like a man that allows my plan to be executed in any other way that I wanted to?" Knight says, "We're here now. If you won't do it, then let's take us back on your craft. We'll travel back with you and get it done." Baku says, "You've spilt my wine in my house. You do not apologize. You do not clean it up. We will never share a couple craft together. In fact, my appetite is ruined." Like, and the sound of armor snapping into place into motion. In the other side of the room is Red Brant walks over and follows Daku, and Daku starts to leave. Lidlater then says, "Yes, my supremacy." Daku says, "Lancaster here will fly back death's most glorious." And he looks to Lancaster and he says, "You've done well in your first flight. It's time you've come home. Commander Redbrand will accompany you." And the commander goes, "Yes, sir." And then moves to Lancaster's side. Daku says, "You may have to fend off small cobblecrafts on your way out, but the cobbleman will not attack my ship. He dare not face me before he has taken the city." Later says, "He won't take the city, sire. I've made preparations." Daku says, "I've told you of him, who he was. Do not underestimate the person with hope at their back. Just ask them." And he points to you guys.
May I ask a question, Doctor?
And he kind of like stops and he turns.
If we help defend the town, would you be willing to send us back to Paradis or allow us passage?
And he says, "Get to the House of Unhope. We will make deals then."
I'll give a nod.
Terror in Reality opens back up in the same fashion that it did last time. This, however, is Baku steps through, and before it closes, Baku looks back and looks right at Kaith, and he says, "Kaith, in all the right lands, I believe one thing to be true. There are leaders, and there are listeners. Do you hear me?" Kaith just nods, and then it just shifts. Lidlater looks at the undead guards, and he says, "Half of you guard the front door on the outside. The other half come with me." He looks at you guys and he says, "I will be back down in a few minutes. I'm going to make a couple of preparations." And he begins to leave. And Lancaster looks at you, and he goes, "I'll find you all at the House of Unhope." The back door opens outwards, held by an undead mage working with Lidlater. Lidlater, Lancaster, Commander Redbrand, and all the marbled guards step out and through those back doors. They seem to be going up to where like Death's Most Glorious is stationed. And now it's just you guys left in the room at the dinner hall.
As soon as it's just us, I'm drawing both my swords, pointing one of them at Kite and saying, "You're not making that fucking deal."
Okay. And he goes, I knew you would react, but you don't understand. I have a plan.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, we will warn the dynasty. We will warn the other kingdoms, all the other kingdoms, and defeat the Lich King. He'll walk into our trap. How long did it take him to cast his spell last time he was there? Years. He was in Axelphage for years, but nobody did anything.
You think the kingdoms will actually work together this time?
Yes, I do. If we tell them that he's coming for the dynasty, I know they will. I'm trying to save Axelphage. I'm trying to end Daku Brain for good. That is two birds and one very big fucking stone.
You can't seriously think that he is not aware you might try something like this.
He goes, He might be. But what the hell? What's he going to do? When we have 6 kingdoms bearing down on him, he will have no choice but to run. And we hold the portals, where we'll follow. It's the battle that should have happened. What other option is there? We don't get a knife at his throat any other way. You guys can then hear the massive ship just rattling everything as Daku leaves. Did Tarn, do you have anything to say? You still have your weapons drawn?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, if your weapons are drawn, I'll kind of step in between.
I'll lower the sword. I've
Okay.
forgotten.
Okay.
My brother may be an idiot, but now's not the time for us to fight. He'll be back in a minute. Deal with this later. You should remember the conversation as quickly as possible.
I'm still keeping my weapons drawn if the city's under attack in the first place. So
A few moments later, do you guys want to say anything else privately?
Yeah, I don't care about protecting the city. I just want to get out of it. So, I want to stay here and protect the city. Risk my life to protect it. There's no reason to.
well, that's fine. I understand.
Yeah.
Now you gotta attack. Ready?
Okay.
Ship.
Okay. Well, you Liberator comes back in. Doors open and he walks in. And he says, well, it seems that the famous wastelander known as the Gobbleman is making his move on my city. But he feels, but it's nothing my guards can't stop. I have no problem with that. I was going to ask you if you wanted to prove your fealty to the Lich King by helping me defend this city. Right before I entered, my Deathlock here. And he looks over and there's a guy with like green in his eyes who's just standing like this. And he says, he spoke to me. He told me the flames, and he points to the green flames, speak to him. They're his ears. He repeats the words of traitors. They seem to have a plot against the Supreme Lich King Daku. And here I thought your bravery
I'm gonna be tight and be like,
Here I thought your bravery was larger than your stupidity. I'll kill every one of you. Since I can smell that you haven't gotten, pointing at you two, the rot of twice dead, I'll raise you from the ground and have you confess to the Lich King properly. Then I will go and do the same to the Cobbleman, and Daku with nothing to be upset at me about.
except you're missing something.
What's that?
That's Hythe's plan. Not my plan.
And he goes, you walked hand in hand into this building. And I'm taking your hands and dragging you out. And then we will roll initiative.
Good luck,
And that will be at the beginning of next session. What? You want to do it all right now?
No, I just rolled really good. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll roll that same number next week.
And session.